Been looking for a steering gearbox for my manual steering on the Plymouth. O'Reilly wants $728 for a remanufactured one plus a $500 core deposit. I found this company online that was going to charge me $600 steering gear to rebuild mine. I have to send it in, so plus shipping. Then I called this company Lars Corporation and they referred me to Rock Auto, and I used that part number and ended up only paying $335 for the total rebuild, and then another $15 for a shipping label. So I just got to pack that thing up with this form, fill this out, and looks like a pretty good deal for it. Alright, this is that old nasty steering box, and I'm packing it up and shipping it out for the rebuild. Alright, so we're going to be media blasting a bunch of parts today. We've got the upper control arms, struts, just some door hinges, steering knuckles, and yeah, they all look pretty nasty. Alright, well, I ran out of gas, but I did get a lot of stuff off of here. They're not quite where I want it to be. It'd be nice if I had a blasting cabinet. Been thinking about getting one, but for now, it's looking pretty good. Alright, a little bit of wire wheel work, and I got these steering knuckles looking nice. Put some anti-seize lubricant on those threads, and I'm going to keep wire wheeling the rest of these. Alright, these strut rods, I got those pretty clean. I mean, I think I would have liked to got them a little bit cleaner, but for the most part they're down to bare metal. I threw some metal prep on there. You can see there's some areas that turn black, which means there's little pits with rust still in it, but I could either blast them again, or I'd like to get a blasting booth. Still thinking about it, but these are pretty much almost ready for paint. I took a wire wheel to them and a couple times, and then metal prepped them, so I might try doing that again, see if I could get them any cleaner. These are rare parts. I couldn't find these anywhere online, so I was looking for the nuts, brand new nuts to go on the end of these. 2 nuts are going to cost me $50 just for the nuts, and I looked all over. There's only one place to get them, so that was pretty surprising. Alright, I got this steering column shaft nice and clean down to bare metal. Got all that rust off there, and I'm going to paint that so it doesn't keep rusting. It's looking good. Got my new Gabriel Classic front shocks in the mail today, so I'm going to go ahead and throw these old rusty ones in the garbage. Looks like they do fit. Okay, I watched one of these Chris Fix videos and got an idea of how to get this bushing out of here. So it seems like it might be turning, and we're going to see here in a minute. Alright, so did manage to get that one bushing out right there. It was not easy, but with a little bit of a new technique and help with some penetrating fluid, it did work. So I'm going to go ahead and try the other 3. And I think I might head up to Harbor Freight and get me a longer breaker bar. See if I can get these wall joints out too. Alright, well, I went up and picked up a 36-inch breaker bar up at Harbor Freight for $76. I really hate to have to spend more money to try and get the mechanic to do that. It'd probably be like $150 to $200 to get those ball joints out. So maybe throw some penetrating oil in there, a little bit of heat, and see if this does the trick. Alright, first try, and this thing is already turning, so just a matter of the right tool for the job. Alright, that thing came out of there no problem, so save me some money on that one. I'm going to go ahead and get that other bushing out of there and get this thing ready to be painted. Alright, second time around, I'm learning a little bit. Don't try to set this thing up with just two hands. You need to put that thing in a vise, and then you can get that whole rig together before you start twisting on it. Alright, I've got all the bushings and the ball joints out of both of these. And as far as the effort, I think I would rather have just bought a press, like a 20-ton press from the very beginning, rather than mess around with that C-clamp thing for 90 bucks. You know, the press is going to be another 100 bucks, but for all the effort, and it just isn't worth it. Really sweat your ass off doing this. Alright, I went ahead and ordered the outer tie rod ends and the sleeves, and I'm looking to pick up a center link tomorrow, so that should complete all the steering components for that front suspension, and I can start moving on to brakes next.